Hi, everybody. Don't know if anyone's here yet. Going to give it a couple of minutes, let the notifications go out. Um, Happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy Kwanzaa, Happy Hanukkah. I'm sure there are others I'm forgetting. Kane, would you please stop? My dog is a broken record some days. He just barks and there's nothing to bark at. Hear him? It's like a hiccup almost. Oh, my goodness. Well, I was supposed to have Lori from The Way of Positive Change today. And I got a text from her this morning. She's sick, bad sinus infection, not feeling well at all. So I told her, don't worry about it. Get your rest, take your medicine. We'll reconnect after the new year and schedule something then. So you're stuck with just me today. Um, I figured we'd hang a little bit and I could just kind of chit chat with y'all and maybe do some oracle card readings. Nothing heavy. Let's just keep it light. As you can see on this side, I'm in the middle of gift wrapping and I ran out of tissue paper and stuff. I had to run to the store. Thought I would be done before I came on, but that didn't happen. So thank you, Patricia. Yes, healing prayers to Lori. Hopefully, I'm hoping she feels better soon. I know what it is when your sinuses get bad. Yeah, you can't think, much less do anything else. Um, so I guess let me start from the beginning. Hi, I'm Sherry, Voices from the Swamp. I picked that name because I literally live in the swamp. Um, and I hear voices. So there you go. Uh, I'm a psychic and intuitive and empath. I'm just starting to wake up with my mediumship skills. They're kind of hit and miss. I never know when it's going to happen. When it does, it's really cool. When it doesn't, it's kind of embarrassing, but oh well. You deal with it as you go. I figure eventually everything will do like they want it to do. And when I say they, I mean uh, the spirit world, the universe, the gods, the goddesses, whoever it is that you talk to, pray to, hear from, each individual person does their own thing. Um, so yeah, that's what I do. Um, I'm doing a little bit of catch up stuff during the day while I'm on vacation. Campus is closed for 2 weeks, so I don't go back to January 3rd. Yay! It's been kind of nice sleeping until like 9 in the morning. That's so rare for me. I'm used to being up at 5 a.m. every day, so that's been kind of cool to sleep in every day. I think the latest I slept in was today, and I woke up at like 8:45. So, hi, Linda, welcome. As I was saying, Lori is out sick, so we will reschedule after the first of the year. In the meantime, you just got me. And so I figured we could maybe do some oracle card pulls, or um, I got one of my naughty decks out called Listen Biatch, and they got some really cute ones in there if you want to get hit with one of those. Or if you have a question, I did take out a tarot deck. So we just kind of play it by ear and see what happens. I do have some new stuff that I'm going to hopefully get rolled out. Okay, Patricia, I got you. That hopefully I'm going to get rolled out after the first of the year. That's membership. Still working out the bells and whistles on that. And got a couple of show ideas percolating in my brain and kind of working on that. And mostly, just trying to refigure my schedule and so that I can be more efficient when I'm on and I can do more solo shows and or recorded shows. Getting ready to rearrange my whole space here so that I will actually have a place where I can set everything out and do full card readings. And hi, Shockwave. And so working on all of that and trying to, see what's going to work and how it's going to work, and hopefully get it all rolled out for the new year. Um, I'm a life path 8 if you look at numerology, and 2024 is an 8 year. And so I've been told by several who delve into the numerology aspects and stuff that that's a really good time for me to implement new things, for me to literally go out and try some new stuff. Would be with an 8 life path, an 8 year. That's a good way to do it. Hi, Heather. And so yeah, so if y'all want an oracle card reading, just say the word and we will do that. Or if you want a naughty card reading, say the word, we'll do that. So I'm just going to kind of hang for a little bit, and then when I get done here, I got to run back to the store. And oh, you're a life path 8 too, Heather. Oh, awesome. Well, we're both 8s then. That's cool. See, that's why we get along so well, because we're both an 8. And 2024 is going to be a life year 8. So that's the time to do new stuff. Thank you, Shockwave. Yes. Prayers for everyone, especially for Lori. Nothing's worse than having a sinus infection. So if you want an oracle card reading or a naughty card reading, or if you have a question, I can do the tarot cards. Just say the word. And I'm going solo and it feels weird. I've recently been told by several people, you need to do more solo shows. And it's like, oh my goodness, I don't know. It feels awkward. Let's see. Oh, wow. And you just turned 53, which is also an 8. Damn, Heather. You get your life path number by adding up and then breaking down the date of your birth. Like for me, it's 06031961. And when you add all of those up, that's 9 plus 10 is 19 plus 7 is, I don't know, I can't add. Anyway, when you get it all up, when you get down to the double digit, and then you break that down into a single number, and mine is an 8. And so you can also like break it down with numerology, your name, like the name you were born with, what's on your birth certificate. You can do it on, say, if you have a nickname or a married name, you can do it on that to see where it changes in your numerology landscape. I don't know a whole lot about numerology, but I am learning. It's very interesting. And all right, I got Linda and Shockwave. Yeah, it makes me feel like I'm talking to myself. I'm like, okay, I'm being told, look in the camera and not at the screen so that people feel like I'm looking at them. Again, that feels weird. I'm shopping for a new camera, so hopefully that'll make it easier. Oh, you got an 11, Patricia. Wow, that's a master number. Oh yeah, if I start getting gravelly, y'all tell me take a drink. So I needed my caffeine this morning, so I broke down and got a Coke. Okay, let's see. Linda's an 8, headed into an 8 year. Yes. Wow, we got a lot of 8s in here. Well, that's kind of cool. Okay, let's see. Who was up first? That was Patricia, who would like an oracle card reading. Okay. Let's see here what I got. This is, while it's not a new deck per se, it's new to me. I just got it. Yeah, I drank water all night last night, Heather. It's like, okay, I'm sick of drinking water. I want a Coke. So we're going to do a reading from this. And it's called, the Enchanted Map Oracle cards. really like this deck. It's by Colette Baron Reed. No, yeah, Colette Baron Reed. And it's just a really cool deck. I really enjoy it. Um, there you go. That was it. I was out running the roads before showtime, Heather. And it was like, I got to get something to drink. And the last thing I wanted was a damn bottle of water. So I grabbed a Coke when I was in the grocery store. You have this deck too? Yeah, I like this deck. This is a nice little deck. Um, and even though the cards it's a heavier card stock, they shuffle really well. Sometimes they're hard to shuffle, and sometimes it's like they get it just right, and it makes it a lot easier. Yeah, I've got like 6 or 7, maybe 8 of Colette Baron Reed's decks, and I'm a member of the Hay House Oracle Card Deck Club. So every 3 months you get a package, and it will have 2 of the newest Oracle decks that have been published. Sometimes you get them before they even get published. So it's like you get an advanced copy. And then they will send like a little extra deck of something. The last 2 times, the last 2 decks, boxes I got, they call them pocket oracles or pocket cards. They come in these neat little tin cans, and they're like little bitty cards. They're not very big. But the first one I got was Light Seers. And then I got the Mystical Shaman Oracle, which is another really cool deck. So I might pull from that too. Okay. So I'm jibber jabbering. Let's get you some. Yes, Shockwave. I am through with my shopping. I finally got the bulk of presents that I'm sending out to a handful of my co-host sisters, co-conspirators, friends that I've been online with a lot for the last year. I bought everybody a gift, and they finally came in Monday. That was yesterday. They came in Saturday, excuse me. And I had to go get boxes that I could pack them in, and then I got to pack them. And I went to start packing them in today so that I could go to the post office and get them mailed, to discover I was out of tissue paper. So then I had to run to the store and get tissue paper. And I also just discovered in the process of doing all of that, I'm out of packing tape. So I gotta write it down so I don't forget. Wait a minute. Isn't this cute? I got a little Christmas tree pin. Yeah, I gotta get packing tape. That's what I need. And if I don't write it down, the way my brain has been since vacation started, it's like my brain went into revolt and said, nope, I'm not thinking anymore. And so I haven't really tried working with them yet, Heather. I mean, I don't know how easy or difficult it's going to be for me. Everybody does things differently. Yeah, I don't go back to work to January 3rd. So I've got Mel is coming on Meldor, the Aloha Shirt Psychic. He's going to be on with me tonight. And Arthur may be joining us. Mel said, let's invite Arthur to come on with us. I said, okay. So I sent Arthur an email and we'll see if he shows up. And then I've got several things coming up. While I got a minute, let me go ahead. That's the wrong one. That's money. And let's see. I don't know. I've got it written down somewhere. Anyway, so I've got a doctor's appointment tomorrow, and then a training session with Deanne sometime tomorrow afternoon, so I could show her how to do some stuff in StreamYard. And then I've got Friday night, I've got Colleen and Cleo coming on. And I am not having a Christmas party per se at home. It's just the four of us, and we get up, we share gifts. I cook dinner. I just went and picked up a roast today, because we always have beef roast for Christmas dinner. Um, but so we'll eat and then take a nap, and then after that, I'm going to come on and do a live stream Christmas Day. I'm just going to call it "What Did Santa Bring You?" and just hang out and talk to people. I put out a blanket invitation to all the readers. If you want to pop on with me, let me know and I'll send you the link. I'll probably even put the link in the chat the day, the day of, so that everybody can, if somebody that's not normally on camera wants to pop in for a few minutes and just say what Santa brought them, they can do that too. And so that's about all I'm doing for Christmas Day. And then the day after, I think I plan on just collapsing and sleeping. And then we'll go from there. Heather, did I send you my new phone number? I had to change my phone number yesterday. I'm not a happy camper over that. We switched cell services because the one I had was very limited on the amount of data you could use. And like by the third day of the month, I was already over my data limit. And then they start hitting you with extra charges every time you use data. And I was like, okay, I got to find something better. Well, Boost has a new thing right now called Boost Infinite. And it's like $25 flat fee for unlimited text, talk, and data. And I thought, okay, that's what I want. And they had another plan, same thing, $25 for the talk, text, and data. And but you could also get a new iPhone, like a brand new iPhone to go with it. And then every year you would turn in that iPhone and get the next new iPhone. And it's a little bit more, I don't know. My son wanted that because he dropped his phone a couple of times. And the last time he dropped it, the screen, like spider web, fractured all across. I don't know how he was able to even look at his screen. And so he went with the higher up one so he could get a new camera, new phone. So he's got the brand new iPhone. And boy, is it nice. I'm like, my phone's brand new too, but this one's nicer. But I've never had an iPhone per se before. I don't know a whole lot about Apple products. But you got it, Sherry. I got you. Hi there. Welcome. I don't know if we've ever talked over the phone, Heather, or if we just sent text to each other. But remind me later and I'll send you the new number. Anyway, so when we went to the new phone and everything came in yesterday. So when we went to activate my line, my son went to activate his new phone and his line. And it wouldn't let us bring our phone numbers over, even though it was supposed to. And that was because evidently the company we were with and Boost are both owned, I guess you could say, by a parent company that they both operate under. And because of that, for whatever off the wall reason, they couldn't transfer the numbers. And we worked like all day long. We worked on it, trying to get the damn number. Okay, that's enough. It just wouldn't work. Pardon the dog. I think my nephew just got home. So, oh my God, it's gonna make me crazy. So we wound up having to go with new phone numbers. So now I've got to like contact everything, everybody, every company that I've got functioning through my phone number because I've had the same number for like over 10 years. And I have to do new number. It's like, oh God, what a headache. And but it happens. What can I say? Maybe it was time for a new number. Who knows? Stop getting all the junk calls that I get. Okay, Patricia. Here we go. I've been shuffling like hell. Oh, okay. Let's see what it says about this one. I think I remember it, but I want to double check and make sure. All right, the card I pulled for you is called Follow the Leader. It says, every life is a teaching tool for others. Your authenticity and honesty are an example to those around you. So you're being called on to lead others. Spirit is giving you this message here that your wisdom, your honesty, your bravery, your zest for life, all the things that you've done have now put you in a position for leadership. And so Spirit is saying to you, it's time for you to step into your leadership role. And so yeah, that's really cool. So follow the leader, tag, you're it. Um, okay, let's see. Oh, I gotta put these back on because I can't see the screen. Hi, Joyful Journey. Um, yeah, there was a lot of rain that came through here a couple of nights before it hit Florida. All right, Heather, I'll talk to you later, sweetheart. And Magical Mermaid. Wow. Hi there. Oh, on a Malaysian flight? I'll have to get with Heather and see what we can come up with. That's a cool idea. I'm going to start so I don't forget it. You're welcome. Okay. So, got some new people in here. So, like I was saying earlier, Lori's out sick. She just couldn't do it today. And I was like, don't worry. We'll reschedule for after the new year. So, I'm just flying solo by the seat of my pants. What happens, happens. Pardon the mess behind me. I'm in the middle of wrapping gifts. And if you would like an oracle card pull, say the word. Or if you would like one of the naughty card pulls, say the word. Or if you have a more direct question where we would ask the tarot or I would pull my pendulum, we can do that. Just say what you would like and we'll take care of it. And you're very welcome, Patricia. All right. Hi, Teresa. Okay, let's see here. Miss Linda Bishop, you're next. Okay. A reading if you have time. Absolutely. I've got lots of time. Would you prefer an oracle card reading or a tarot card reading? I can do either one. Just say the word, Linda. I've got my eye on the chat here. Just let me know which one you would prefer. And because I can do both. And let's see. Haven't even. Okay. You can tell I just got these. I hadn't even taken them out of the paper wrap yet. So, where's my garbage can? Nothing is where it belongs here. Okay. And let's see here. Okay, they're little, but wow, they're hard to shuffle. It'll take me a while to get used to that. Okay. Reading, there's time. Let's see what we got. Okay, Linda, I'm going with the Mystical Shaman Oracle cards. The dog wants to do a reading. Well, then he'll have to come get my Divine Dog deck and do it himself. Actually, he's what's called a Dorky. It's a Dachshund and Yorkie mix. And he never shuts up. He barks all the time. For every little sound, he barks. And when he starts barking, it's like a broken record. You can't get him to stop. Hi, Sylvia. Merry Christmas to you. If you would like an oracle card reading, a naughty card reading, or just a straight tarot card reading, say the word, put it in the chat, and we'll take care of it. I'm flying solo by the seat of my pants. But I can do that because I'm a warrior queen, according to my t-shirt. And So, which deck, Magical Mermaid? Which deck are you talking about? The Divine Dog? That's a cool deck. I like that deck. I think I might even. Hi, Kathy G. All right, all right, all right, all right, all right. Let's get these. Okay, Linda. Let's see what we got here. That's the one they're telling me to use. Ooh. Okay. Since this is a new deck for me, I don't know what any of the cards mean. So let's see what it says. Okay. So the Mystical Shaman Oracle, and I pulled for you the Council. And it says the Council are the luminous beings who hold the collective wisdom of humanity. Awesome. That's kind of cool. Um, they are the ones before whom you will do your life review when you cross into the world of spirit. Wow. Okay. I'm getting goosebumps from that. Um, know that their wisdom is available to you at all times when you live in a state of yes in the unconditional relationship with life. They remind you to place around, they remind you of your place around a sacred fire, which has been reserved for you since the beginning of time. You will claim it when you own your inner wisdom. Wow, that's kind of cool. Okay, the invitation, it says, the council has a message for you. Listen with your inner senses. The handwriting is already on the wall, so look about you and you will discern its meaning. Do not wait for further signs. Embark on the journey to love deeply, forgive sincerely, and dare greatly. Take the leap without requiring life to assume you have a success. Wow, I got chills from reading that. That's really, I don't know how well you can see that card, but is that not cool looking? That's like, and it says here that you are never alone, um, that they are always speaking to you and just waiting for you to hear them. Wow. That's that's really cool. Okay. I got goosebumps off of that one. All right, Linda, I hope that resonated with you a little bit. Um, let's see here. How many cards do I have now? Uh 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. I don't know, over 50. I'm not going to count them all. You got it, Kathy G. I got you down. Yeah, I like that concept too, Magical Mermaid. I like the concept of a spiritual council. That's really a. I saw that shockwave. I haven't really had a chance to a swamp deck. I have actually been thinking about that. It's like because I've had a couple of friends say you have a unique you have a unique aspect of what you're doing, where you're coming from, your voice is in the swamp. You need to hone in on that, and it kind of gives you a niche that you can use. And so, which is why I always make a big deal about people, visiting the swamp, or we're going to go swamping, or I got a new show I'm going to be rolling out in the new year called Draining the Swamp. Um, Pardon me a minute. There, now maybe y'all can understand me better. Um, so I got a couple of new things cooking that I'm wanting to get rolled out in the new year. Membership, a Patreon page, which is going to incorporate some other stuff, not just what I do here. Um, and hi, Fatima. It's Fatima. You said it was pronounced Fatima. So, um, yeah. So I've been thinking about I need to make a swamp deck. Um, Something I have to work on. Something that Spirit has kind of put that thought in my head, but it's like I need to do a lot more divining and meditation on it to know exactly how they want me to take it. Um, wow, Linda, that's cool. Oh, I'm sure the ETs, I mean, they are here waiting for us to get our poop together. Um, yeah, you can do your own cards. You can buy blank cards and handwrite them yourself. There's software programs. You could go in and create what you want and then print out your own cards. Um, it's a lot easier now to be able to a lot easier to do your own. Um, I know like Marina has a deck that she created, but she's the only one that uses it. She created it specifically for herself to use. And so that's a special deck she uses for special kinds of drawings or readings. I think it's the deck she uses when she does live readings person to person, like she goes to a fair or something and does readings. Because I know I asked her once, well, where can you get that deck? And she's like, no, it's not for sale. I just made one deck for me to use. And I was like, oh, okay, that's cool. Um, so, uh, yeah, I have more cards than I know what to do with. But I love them. I love the cards. I love the artwork on them. I love the concepts. I know a lot of people will buy, they'll get a oracle deck and they chunk the book. They never even look at it. And I don't do that. I read through the entire book before I start using the cards. I go through each card and kind of imprint it on my energy, put my energy on those cards. And I go through the guidebooks and I mean, you can see, I've got stuff highlighted. I go through and just whatever really jumps out at me as a message that, would be important to make sure that I say. Um, and so um, I enjoy reading the books, not because I'm not able to discern for myself what that card may mean, because sometimes the intuitive hit I get is not at all what the book may say. And that's okay too. Um, it took me a while to learn that and accept it, but it gives me an idea of what the author was thinking when they created this deck and what their intention was for that deck. And sometimes that can kind of put your reading on it on a different level or in a different vein than you would if you didn't know anything about it at all. Um, so, Linda, when I was like 16, 17, I think, back in the 70s, I had a friend of ours. He was an older friend. He had his own salon, hair salon, and he had hauled out like all of the movable furniture, and we were stripping down the floors and putting new wax. And he didn't really have the extra money to pay somebody to do it. So he got a group of all of us together to come work and bust our backs and do the work for him. Of course, we all got like free salon treatments for a year afterwards, but which was cool. Um, but we We had taken a break. It was like 2 in the morning. We were all standing outside, smoking a cigarette, drinking a soda, catching our breath, getting away from the fumes of the wax and the stripper and all of that. And one of the guys looks up and says, "What's that?" And we all looked up, and it was 3 bright lights in like a triangular form. Okay. And they were pulsing different colors, like um, almost like if you see a jet plane up in the air, you'll see different colors flashing from it. But it wasn't that kind of flashing. It was like a definitive pulse, almost like a heartbeat. And they pulsed at the same time, all 3 points. And then it started like zipping back and forth across the sky. It didn't always hold the triangular shape. So it was, in fact, 3 separate uh, uh, ships. It wasn't like just one ship, because they would go in different directions. But we sat out there for like an hour and watched this show up in the sky of these lights just dancing and going all over the place and pulsing and doing different colors. And it was the coolest thing ever. I mean, and then after a little while, it went zip and it just zipped away and it was gone. And we were all like, "Did you just see what I think I just saw?" um, so yeah, it can be pretty wild. Okay, let me make sure I haven't missed anybody who wants a reading. Let's see. Yeah, Linda, I'm gonna have to get you to come on one day and talk about your ET experience. And so you can maybe Christmas Day. I'm gonna do a live show Christmas afternoon. Just hang out. What did Santa bring? And anybody that wants to pop in for a few minutes can. That includes those in chat. So I'll put a link up, and then if people want to pop in and talk about something, 5-10 minutes, that'll be fun. Um, and yeah, Grammy. Um, I like Naomi Judd. Um, let's see. I just want to make sure I haven't missed anybody. Hi, Evelyn. Yes, you may. Hi, Lisa. Yes, you may. Okay. And Shockwave, you're next. All right, my dear. Would you like, you didn't say, so would you like an oracle card reading or a tarot reading or a naughty card reading? The option is yours. Take your pick. And exactly, Linda. It is about our gifts and not the instructions. Um, Sometimes the books can kind of help you pinpoint the direction of what the author's intention was for that deck. Um, and sometimes it just doesn't resonate at all. It's like, okay, I don't need that book. Um, okay. Evelyn wants a naughty one. Very good. Um, let's see here. Shockwave, which deck do you want, darling? Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Pick one. And if not, I'll just pick one for you. And hi, new love. Welcome. I've not seen you before. I like that name. Um, yeah, Evelyn is a very lovely name. Okay, I gotcha. All right, Shockwave. Well, since you're not answering me, I'm just going to pull one from the Enchanted Oracles. And the one I pulled for you is, all right, I think I remember what this one was about. I just want to make sure it doesn't go in a different direction. Okay. What I drew for you, protecting treasure. It's all about protecting your divine gifts because that's a treasure. Whether if you're just an empath, whether if you're a medium, whether if you're psychic, if you're a reader, even if you don't even know that you have gifts, you just get little hits here and there. Um, it's all a treasure. It's all something to safeguard, to protect, because it can be used for good or bad. Um, I collect voodoo dolls. Here's my Wonder Woman. I love Wonder Woman. So when I saw a Wonder Woman voodoo doll, I had to get it. And because the original concept of voodoo was for good, for healing, not for bad. It's not what Hollywood has turned it into. Um, so um, there are a lot of things that we've seen in our lives that have been um, turned into something bad when it was intended for something good. And things that may have been created to do bad that people have then turned around and used for good. So it all comes down to you and what your intention is with those objects, whether if it's cards, dolls, pendulums. Um, some people do like the ruins, the little like tiles that have the runic symbols on them, and you throw them down and they can get a reading from that. Um, but it's all in the intention of what your intention is, what your what your focus is when you're doing that reading. It's like when I do readings, I like to try to clear my space. I had a little bit of incense burning earlier, um, and try to create at least a little bubble around me of sacred space so that I can hear better. And sometimes they speak real loud right in my ear, and it's like, okay, you don't have to yell, I can hear you. Um, and sometimes there's just silence, but suddenly I'll just get the thought in my head, or they will show me a movie scene, a little clip from a movie that I've watched somewhere over the years, and they'll show me that movie scene. And it's like, oh, that's what you want them to know. And so I get that a lot. I know uh, Kim from Intuitive View, she does the same thing. She'll get movie clips or uh, stuff, TV clips, something like that. She'll get in a reading, and because I would get them and I ignored them, I didn't know what they meant. And then when I watched her one time and saw her doing that, I went, "Oh, that's why that pops into my head whenever I'm doing readings. It's because they're trying to give me a message, and I just didn't know about it." Well, hi, Rose Blue. Thank you for stopping by. Go get a nap, man. Everybody needs a good nap. Oh, Kane, stop. Y'all forgive my dog. He's in a barky mood today. Okay, next up, we've got Sherry Taylor. And Sherry would like a card reading what her finances will be like in the new year. Okay, well, I'll tell you one thing just for the get-go. Um, excuse me. I don't know if you were here earlier when we were talking about it, but the year 2024 is an 8-path year, numerology. I'll get the word out in a minute. Um, so that is a very powerful number. It's it's a kind of number. It's like you want to roll out new things in an 8 because there's power to it. Hi, water bearer. Hi, mousy. Um, so holding till the new year, that could be a good thing for you. Um, so let's see. Let's see what we get. Put that aside. And we're going to go with our tarot cards. And this is actually, it's kind of like Elf on the Shelf type. It's the Elf Christmas card deck. I thought, oh, those are cute, so I bought them. All right. But they are hard to shuffle. And let's see what we got. Card swamps and things. Oh, that's a cool name, Shockwave. Thank you. I just might steal that from you. That's right. Start with your, don't worry about, a lot of people do the, what are you going to change in the new year? Go on a diet, stop smoking, drinking, taking drugs, whatever. It's not so much what you want to take away from yourself, I think, as much as it is to set an intention for the new year. Decide with, am I looking to have a more spiritual path? Am I looking to become healthier physically, body-wise? Am I looking to find a new relationship or strengthen a current relationship? Am I looking for a new job? Am I looking to get out of debt? I mean, there's a lot of intentions that you can set to start out for the new year. One of the things I've learned to do over the last couple of years is usually I will do it a couple of days before New Year's Day. I will sit down and I will write out what it is I want to accomplish for the new year. What do I want to do? Do I want to be able to do more readings? Do I want to eat healthier? Do I want to try to, find a better job? Do I want to, there's a multitude of things that you can set an intention for. Last year, my intention was I need another car. I didn't know that meant that that my son was going to be in a wreck and wreck my old car. And I wound up getting another car that was older than the one I had, but it runs better, so I don't complain. Looks like crap, but it runs like a dream, so I'm good to go. I keep saying that I'm going to get some of that stuff you can spray on rust to eat the rust away, but I'm afraid I won't have a hood on the car if I do that because the hood is like solid rust. I'll have to put some pictures up of it. It's funny. Okay, let's see here. You're welcome, Shockwave. Okay. Sherry. What have we got going for you? Get those over there out of the way. Wow. Wow. Okay. Let's see here. I want to double check one of them and just make sure. Okay. And then I just want to double check. Sometimes I get the cards mixed up of which ones mean what. And so when I start doubting myself, I take a quick sneak peek. And okay. Well, we started out with the Ace of Swords. So that's divine providence coming out and handing you your sword. It's time to take on the new year. This is a hopeful card. It can be used in other ways, but basically it's a hopeful card, is the way I feel about it. I think it will help you cut through the BS of what it is that you're wanting to get accomplished. You're wanting to hopefully improve your finances, bring in some extra money, something so that you can get out of debt. been there, done that. I know what that's like. Actually, I'm still there in some respects. But it's new opportunities. This is new opportunities are going to present themselves. Just be aware and be on the lookout for them so that you can act on them when they hit. The next card I pulled was the Wheel of Fortune. Hello, if that doesn't speak to you, I don't know what does. With the Wheel of Fortune, this is telling you again, there are opportunities coming. There are things that you can do to help improve your finances. Maybe it's a new job. Maybe it's something part-time. Maybe it's something online that you can do in the evening when you get home from work, spend an hour a night and, whatever. There are a lot of different aspects to this, but these are two very, very positive signs of going forward. So this is a good thing. And then it ended up with the Seven of Swords. And this is just telling me, if you look at the picture, he's got all the swords in a box and he's running away. So what I'm taking this to mean for you is that once you kind of figure out what direction you want to go in and how maybe you can help improve your finances, don't be too careless with it or someone will steal it away from you. Okay? If you start bringing in a little extra money, don't go on a shopping binge and spend it as fast as it comes in. Yeah, you want to get one or two nice things for yourself to congratulate yourself that I'm doing better now. I've got a little more money coming in. I can meet my bills. But more importantly is to pay those bills. So, maybe pick up one or two little items along the way to make you feel better because you've accomplished something that you set out to accomplish. But more importantly is to hang on to that money, keep it in the bank, use it to pay off credit cards or old debt. If you're paying a mortgage on your house, make double payments maybe for a year. Kind of get ahead of the game, build up your equity a little bit. There are so many ways that you can have the plus of what's coming in these cards stolen away from you in this card if you're not careful. And if you don't cherish what you have, cherish what you bring in, and guard it fiercely, is what I'm feeling it's saying. They've got new things coming for you. It's going to get better. But you got to be frugal and you got to be careful and you got to guard it so that it doesn't get stolen away from you. That's what I'm getting for you. So I'm hoping that resonates with you. Let me see. Make sure I put those back in the right order. All righty then. Okay, let's see. Create your own mantra. I like that, Magical Mermaid. Yes. Let's see. I want to make sure I didn't miss anybody. Okay. Next up, I have Magical Mermaid. Would love it. Oh, that was the one you put about the Malaysian flight. Okay, I'm going to hang on to that because I want to make a note after the show and get back with Heather and see if she wants to read on it. Because I'll be joining her the next day or two. I forget what day now. To do a reading on a cold read on, I don't know if it's a missing person or a murdered person or okay, Kathy G. Yes, I'm still taking people and finances. Ouch. Yeah, my rent went up too in August from it went up $100 a month. It was like, oh my God, I can barely make ends meet now. You're going to raise the rent? So, but I like the idea that Magical Mermaid put up. Create your own mantra. You know, let's see here. These are just. Hi, Hilda. Let's see. Tried shuffling the other way. It didn't want to work. Okay, let's see what we got, Kathy. Yeah, that can be difficult. An extra $250 a month, jeez. And I understand. I mean, I know what it is from the other point of view when you're the landlord and you're trying to pay the bills, and you got roofs that need to be replaced or plumbing that needs to be fixed in apartments and stuff or houses. It gets expensive. Um, okay. All right. Again, we're starting out with the Four of Wands. That's a celebration. They're happy. They're having a party, let me tell you. Lots of peppermint. God, that looks good. I want a peppermint stick now. So again, set that intention. Ask Spirit to find a way to provide that extra $250 a month to come into your wallet so that it's not like you've had a rent increase at all because suddenly you got that extra money coming in. And I have seen that happen with people. So yeah, definitely. Again, like I told Sherry, keep your eyes and ears open for new opportunities. But right now, they're having a party, so there's something coming for you. Followed by the Ten of Swords. Now these are in the fireplace with a couple of toys, but they're all in the fireplace. They're not out doing any harm to anybody. So this can be good too. You're looking at it could get a little hot, a little crispy around the edges. So you want to be careful. But it's still on the good side. It's nothing for you to worry about. I think you're still going to be able to do what you need to do to meet your bills. And that's the most important part. And then we ended up with a Nine of Swords. And this is what happens when you start obsessing about it and start telling yourself, I'll never get any extra money. I'll never be able to meet the rent. You got to knock that out. You got to get rid of that negative talk about yourself. Don't let this become your future. Instead, focus on this being your future, where you're going to be having a party and you're going to be celebrating because things are going to happen. So again, like I was saying to Sherry, set that intention, decide for yourself what it is you want to accomplish in the new year. 2024 is a numerology path of 8, and that's very powerful and very good. So use that to your advantage. But again, it's be frugal, be careful. It's okay to reward yourself, but don't go on a spending free, Be careful with that. So, but I think that altogether you're going to be okay. I really get good vibes. It's going to be all right. So I hope that resonated with you. Oh, good, Sherry. I'm glad that resonated with you. Hi, Constance. Welcome. And okay. Necessity is the mother of invention. Yes, you got that right. Okay. And Evelyn is next, and she wanted a naughty card. So, this is the Listen Biatch card. I say it like that so that YouTube doesn't ding me too much. Although sometimes I forget and I start cursing when I'm just talking normal, and it's like, I gotta go correct myself. I try not to curse when I'm online. Sometimes it just comes out. I can't help myself. Yeah, 2024 is an 8. That's excellent news. Like me, I'm a life path of 8. So I'm an 8 going into an 8. So I feel really confident about some of the new stuff I want to roll out, some of the changes I want to make. It's like, man, it's just like I feel like I've been kind of holding back because I'm waiting on that 8 year to start. All right, let's see what we got. Okay, listen, biatch. Don't hold back the tears. Let them flow like an effing faucet. That's really very good advice, okay? Um, let the tears out. I mean, if I get upset about something, but it's kind of like clogged up and I can't really cry, or I feel the necessity of needing a good cry and I just can't do it, I will go watch a really sad movie that will make me boo-hoo and bawl my eyes out like a baby. And it's kind of like a purge almost. It's like you're purging yourself of those negative feelings, and then you feel better in the long run. So enjoy a good cry. We all need it. We all get a lot out of a good cry. We learn a lot from it. So let's see here. I hit the wrong button. Okay. And thank you, Hilda. Yeah, Lori was woke up with bad sinus infection, and bless her heart, I know. Oh God, I suffer with that myself, so I know how horrible you can feel when it acts up. And like I told her, don't worry about today. We're just going to reschedule something for the new year after the holidays are over. So, okay. Y'all probably getting a little too raspy there. Y'all got to tell me, sip, sip, when I get to where you can't understand me. Okay, let's see. Lisa M has a tarot reading for how it looks for me January to late spring. Okay, Lisa, I want to ask you a specific question. Are we looking at finances? Are we looking at a job? Are we looking at home life? Something's going on at home. Kind of what direction do you want me to go in with this? I mean, I can just give a general, but it's not more specific. Let's see. Karen, what's my number for 24? Okay, you were born in 1957. Let me pull up my calculator. Okay, what month and what day were you born? And I can look that up, put that in, and we'll figure that out. Yeah, a happy cry like Mel's 20K. He will be on the channel with me tonight, as a matter of fact. And hopefully Arthur will be joining us. So we'll see what happens. But okay. He said finances and job. Okay. All right. I'm going to start with this one. Okay. And then we're going to do a couple of these. Well, one of them flew out of the deck there. Okay. Oh, now I want a cappuccino. This Christmas card deck is making me hungry. They keep showing food. Damn, I keep dropping things. Okay. Get it together, Sherry. Okay. All right. We're going to stop there. And I want to double check on this one. Okay. Here we go. Yeah, I've heard it's really good, Magical Mermaid. Um, all right. We're starting out with the Five of Wands. That's some fighting going on. Hey, Morgan the Void. Blah, 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 blah. I'll get it out in a minute. So you're looking at some conflict starting out. So you may have something conflicting, whether if it's conflicting emotions, conflicting job pressures, conflicting financial pressures. There are, you just look for some conflict. And I think if you're aware that it may be coming, then that's the time to take a step back and keep a cooler head so that you're not in the middle of the fray. Okay. Because then we're followed up with temperance. And again, that's telling you take a step back, take a deep breath, don't get in the middle of it. If they want to fight about it, let them have at it. You can keep score. Just hang in the back and don't let it get to you. Okay. Don't let it have an effect on you. And then I pulled the oracle to go with it. It just says, I don't know if you can see this eagle. And this says that this is like it's telling you you've become trapped in a daily routine and feel you do not know where to go and what to do next. You may have lost your sense of purpose, what it is that you're here on this earth to do. And okay, Karen, I got that. It says here that eagle invites you to take a deep breath and spread your wings. When you fly like an eagle flies, I mean, if you watch them, they're like way up in the sky, way up high. And that's why they say sharp as an eagle's eye. They can see the smallest little thing down on the ground when they're way up high. And they're known to just make a dive bomb, snap that sucker up, and they're gone. When we moved to our new complex 2 years ago, 2.5 years ago, the first week I was here, one of the things I like about it is I have a private patio that I can sit outside and I don't have to deal with people wanting to stop and talk to me because they see me sitting outside. I live in an apartment complex. But I noticed one day I was sitting out there smoking a cigarette, having a cup of coffee, just chilling, enjoying my new space. And something like at eye level went right by in front, like in the parking lot. So much so that it caught my attention and I looked up. I was like, what was that? And I got up and looked, and it was an eagle, a full adult eagle who was like whipping back and forth through the parking lot. Now I'm 5 feet tall. So as I'm standing there, it was like eye level where his flight path was to what I was seeing. It was, without a doubt, the coolest experience I'd ever had. I was so excited. And then after he kind of disappeared up into the sky, I like could have kicked myself. I was like, damn, I didn't take a picture. I should have took a picture. Excuse me. For the next few weeks, every time I would see this eagle come swooping through the parking lot, I would grab my phone to take a picture. And it's like the minute my hand would touch the phone, he would go straight up high. We're out of range. Couldn't take a picture of him. And it took a little while before I realized, okay, Spirit's letting me know this is not a Kodak moment for me to take a picture of this eagle. This is a personal moment. Spirit talking to me and telling me, pay attention. You have an eagle's coming to see you. And once I got that message and I just started kicking back and waiting to see when he came again, he came back with his mate. And the two of them were swooping back and forth, like right at rooftop level, just over the complex. It was the coolest thing I've ever seen. I've never seen an eagle in real life up close. I mean, I take that back. I've seen them in a zoo, but I've never seen wild eagles just flying back and forth, right? Um, it was astonishing and astounding. It was like, wow. And I get the biggest kick out of it now when I see them come flipping through. I'm thinking, okay, Spirit, what are you trying to tell me today? My eagles are back. And that's how I've come to think of them as my eagles, like they belong to me, right? But that's how I feel about them. I feel very proprietary over them. It's like these are my eagles. They came to me in a time when I needed them to be there. It just took a little bit for me to get the message. And usually, whenever I'm feeling really kind of down in the dumps or just unsure about something, and I'll go sit outside because I just do better when I sit outside. And next thing I know, there goes an eagle. It's like, okay, Spirit's listening. So it's time for me to shut up and focus in on what they're trying to say. And that's how I get a lot of my messages. That's how I got a couple of the messages of areas that Spirit wants me to go into for this new year. They came from uh, it came from delving deep into what is it you want me to do. And they sent the eagles to come get my attention. Time to be quiet, pay attention now. And that's when I heard what it is that they wanted me to do. So so to wrap it up, Lisa, there is conflict. Step back, don't get involved. That's what temperance is for. Be the negotiator if you have to be to smooth things over, but don't get in the middle of it. And then look out because your eagle is coming for you and it's going to let you know it's going to be okay because that's Spirit talking to you. And even from far away, they can see down to the most minute detail of what it is that you're working on or that you need help on, and they will be there to help you. So I hope that resonated with you. Let's see here. Let's see. I just want to make sure. Yeah, you can't even pick up and keep eagle feathers. You can actually be fined for that. Um, so you have to be very, very careful. So, all right. I just want to make sure I haven't missed anybody new coming in. And if y'all just help me keep an eye out, put this in here. I'm going to close off questions. I've still got 4 left to do, and I'm already at an hour and 15 minutes. Wow, we've been on here that long. Time flies when you're having fun. Okay, let's see. New love is next. It says, can I please have a tarot reading what Jamir thinks of me? Okay, what Spirit is saying to me, I had to stop a minute because they started yabbering. He looks at you a lot because he's noticing you. I don't think it's in a bad or inappropriate way. I think you have caught his attention. Uh, there's something about you that there's something about you that intrigues him, and so he watches and he's trying to determine what is it about you that intrigues him. And it's beyond physical outer looks or anything like that. This is more of a spirit connecting to spirit. There's something about you that has caught his attention. And so now he's paying attention because he's trying to figure out, why are you so intriguing to him? So just continue to be yourself. You don't have to change the way you are or act any differently around him. Be your same normal, cheerful, happy person. When it comes to a relationship, whether if it's a romantic one, a family one, a friendship one, when it comes to relationships, one of the best ways I've learned to ensure that your relationship will be a good one with that person is if you're just happy. You don't depend upon them to make you happy. You don't depend upon them to see to your every need, although getting spoiled every now and again doesn't hurt. But just be happy. Be happy with where you are, who you're with, what's going on around you. Because when you put out that kind of essence from yourself, it's palpable to other people. They will see it and not know it. They will feel it and not know why. All they know is that you are this lovely, happy person whom they enjoy spending time with. And so just be you. Just be yourself. Be your normal, happy self. You know, if the opportunity arises to speak to this person, then talk to them like you would anybody else you know. Hey, how's it going today? How's everything? You don't have to push it any further than that. Just be open and honest and available if they decide to talk back to you. You know, uh, they may feel intimidated. They may be afraid to approach you and say, "I'm interested. Would you like to go out for coffee or something?" Um, it's that's where it's very important to just continue to be yourself and just be happy. If you're happy in your surroundings and in your situation, you will draw people to you who want to be with you simply because you make them feel good. And they haven't done anything to warrant that they think of. They may be thinking, why is she always so happy when I'm around? You know, hello, drop a brick on their head, maybe because she enjoys your company, you know, or he thinks you're funny, or she thinks you're cute, or he thinks you're just the most beautiful thing to walk the earth. Um, any and all of that can be true. And sometimes it can be even on a deeper soul to soul level where they just feel this connection and they don't know why. And that's when it's even more important to just be you. Just be you, be your normal, happy self. If they're in your vicinity, make a point of saying, hello, how are you? How's it going? Um, you don't have to push the conversation beyond that. Just be the same way you are with everyone else. And if they're interested, if they're intrigued, that will draw them in even more because now they're thinking, okay, she seems to like me. She's pleasant. She talks to me. She's always asking me how I am. Why isn't she flirting with me? Or why isn't she saying this, that, or the other? You want to give the person a reason to want to pursue why they're feeling the way they're feeling about you. And I don't mean pursue as in stalking you or following you around or any of that crazy stuff. I mean pursue in the fact of there's something about you that they can't put their finger on. There's something about you that they want to get to know better because you just make them happy when you're around them because you're a happy person. And sometimes it's just as simple as that. So, I would say just be you. I would say that, what I feel like what Spirit's telling me, what I'm picking up from this is this person is very intrigued with you and they don't know why. And they're trying to figure it out. And so just continue to be the person you are. And eventually they'll get the nerve up to actually approach you and figure out why you're happy and why you make them happy. It just takes time to do so. Because you don't want somebody that's just going to, first time you look at them and they're, you know, all hot and bothered and let's go out and let's do this and let's do that. It's like, yeah, no, back up. Back up, take a breath. Let's get to know each other first. At least that's the way I've always operated. Um, so yeah, it just be you, be the authentic you, the best authentic you that you can be. That's what I feel like Spirit's saying is they're intrigued. So give them a reason to continue to be intrigued by just being yourself. And I think it may go further than that, you know. At least that's what I'm feeling. So yeah, so I hope that resonates with you, new love. Um, let's see here. Water bearer. And get guidance on how to find my motivation and inspiration back in life to move forward. Yeah, it's hard to get out of that mindset when you're down. Um, my late husband was clinically depressed on top of the myriad of other medical issues that he dealt with. But there were times when he would get so depressed that he would literally hole himself up into the bedroom, turn out all the lights, close all the blinds, and sit in the dark. And it would take everything I had to try to pull him out and get him back into the light. And once I did, then usually he would kind of snap out of it. He'd be okay. Um, some people, it takes more than that, you know. Some people, is there a reason why you're not motivated? I mean, has, something really sad or really bad happened to you in the past year? Something that you're just kind of stuck there and you can't get past it? Um, that can really weigh you down a lot. Uh, so I would say listen to some really good guided meditations that uh, that talk about inspiration, talk about how to lift your spirits. Um, we have several really good readers in our community that also do guided meditations that are really, really good at it. There's Terry at Holding Your Space. She has some really awesome guided meditations. There's Arthur from Ease Your Mind. He's got some fantastic guided meditations. Um, there's oh God, what is her name? Oh poo. There's another one that does really good ones, and I'm going completely blank on her name. I do apologize. If I can think of who it is, I'll tell y'all or I'll add it to the chat afterwards. Um, But yeah, those I feel like a good guided meditation will help you walk your way through uh, a sad time or a hard time. And sometimes we get sad just because, for whatever reason, we don't even know why. We just get sad. Like I said, when I get like that, I go watch a really sad movie. I cry, let it purge out of my system, and then I'm okay again. Um, Different people have different ways to do it. Some people, it's a chemical imbalance in their body, in their brain, that causes that lack of motivation and the sadness or just the bleh. You might need to make a visit to your doctor and have them do some tests, check some things. It might require medication. Um, I had a friend whose mother she would go like cuckoo on us because she had this really bad chemical imbalance in her brain. Excuse me. And when she took her medicine, she was normal as normal could be. And if she didn't take it within a couple of days, she would get really, really wackadoodle. You know what I'm saying? And so you might want to definitely see your doctor. And if you try some of the other stuff and nothing works, then maybe a physical. Go see your doctor, go get a checkup. Maybe something's out of whack in your system, just normal. And because it's out of whack, it's causing your emotions to be out of whack. That happens too. Um, okay, I see you've got an unfinished project. You lost interest and couldn't finish it. You know, sometimes that happens. I'm reading what you're putting here, and I'm just saying, I like Magical Mermaid as uh, a good suggestion. Maybe get somebody else to come partner with you on it. Sometimes you may just be at a stopping point for the moment on something you're working on. So box it up. Put it in the closet, put it in the spare room, whatever, and say, okay, I'm going to come back in 6 months and revisit this and let's see what happens. And then put it out of your mind. Don't worry about it. Don't fret about it. Don't think about it. Um, just let it go for 6 months. Go put it in its box, put it in the closet, say, I'll come back to you in 6 months' time. And then in 6 months, go and revisit this project. You may have new ideas that come to light between now and then of how to make it better or to make it more efficient or to reach a wider audience, depending on what it is. Um, Sometimes forcing yourself to finish something is the right course of action to take. And sometimes taking that little break, putting it aside, is the right step to take. And sometimes it's really hard to know which one. I would say do some meditation on it. I say do meditation like everybody does it. I have the hardest time meditating in the whole world. But just go take some alone time to just try to be quiet and listen to see what spirit tells you so that in 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, whatever, you come back to it and you're like, oh, I should have done that with this. Or I could improve it by doing or adding this or taking away that. Sometimes it helps to just walk away and give it a little breathing room, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Give yourself a little breathing room. Now, if it's a project you're doing for work and you've got a deadline, you've got to turn it in by a certain time, don't we just all love those? Then yeah, Take a deep breath, roll up your sleeves, and say, by God, I'm going to get it done if it kills me. Well, not really. And like some suggested in chat, maybe invite somebody to come in and join you in on the project. They might take one look at it and say, hey, did you try this? Did you think about doing that? And then ding, the bell goes off and you're back and running again. So give it a little time. I mean, unless you're under a strict deadline to get it done by a certain time, my suggestion would be to set it aside, give yourself 3 months, and then come back to it and see what's different. A lot can happen in 3 months' time that can change your perspective on things. So it's just a matter of not overwhelming yourself to the point that you're not able to finish walking through it. Do you understand what I'm saying? Sometimes it's best to take a break. Sometimes it's best to roll up your sleeves and just get it the hell done. But you're the only one that knows that. And if it's something you're just working on for yourself and there's no deadline on it, my suggestion would be leave it for 3 months, 6 months, whatever, and then go back to it. You tell my sinuses have been acting up. Yeah, I hope that resonates with you, but that's the strongest feeling I'm getting on this is just give it a little breathing room and then come back to it. Okay, let's see here. Okay, last one for the night. And then I gotta go eat. I'm starving. I gotta go back to the store. Hell, what am I talking about? I ran out of packing tape and stuff. Blech. Okay. Where's my pen? Where's my little, isn't that cute? My little Christmas notepad I got. Okay. Karen wanted to know about her life path number. Okay, so we've got February 19th. So that's 2 plus 1 plus 9, 1957. Plus 1 plus 9 plus 5 plus 7. My husband was born in 55. So y'all are close in age. Okay, so I don't do math in my head because even something as simple as this, I will screw it up. So we're going to use the calculator. So 2 plus 1 plus 9 plus 1 plus 9 plus 5 plus 7 equals 34. All right, so you have a 34. So it's 3 plus 4 is 7. So your life path number is 7. I don't have any numerology books to tell you what a 7 means, but it can't be bad. Wait, let me see. Actually, I might have some cards I can look at. Let's angel number messages. Ow, God bless it. I keep hitting my knee on the edge of my desk. That hurts. Okay. Let's see. What do I have here? Okay. A 7. Let's see if I can find a 7. Ah, here we go. Not too far down the hole. That's good. Okay. So in angel numbers, and it's partly numerology as well, a 7 says you possess a very refined mind and a deep urge to uncover life's mysteries. Your ability to acquire vast knowledge on both the informational and spiritual planes gives you a greater awareness than most. And it means I am brilliant. So this is your 7. Now, I'm sure there are other meanings as well that go along with numerology and what a seven life path means. I don't know enough about it to really give out that knowledge. I'm learning a little bit about it, and it's something I want to learn more about. It just takes a little time, but it's a good number to have. So you're a 7 going into a year path of 8. So that seems to me to be a very positive thing. Um, 8 is a powerful number. It's the infinity symbol on its when you flip it on its side, and 7 is a very strong number. I mean, like it says here, 7 is a number of brilliance. So there you go. Maybe Google numerology, and you can look up what a 7 means, or what the common knowledge for a 7 is. And forgot I had these cards. I got too many. I forget the ones I do have. You're welcome. Yeah, you can find all kinds. You can Google it. Go to the great Google machine. It can tell you all kinds of stuff. Yeah, exactly, water bearer. When you isolate yourself, it allows you to hear clear what spirit is trying to say. Um, Taking walks, be in nature. Now, see, that's me. When I need to hear what spirit's saying to me, when I need to do some inner healing, I have to go outside. I don't care how hot or how cold it is. I have to go outside and just be in nature, even if it's just sitting on the patio. I'm Most of y'all know I'm handicapped. I have to use a cane, so walking is difficult for me. But I used to love to go walk in nature. I don't do it much anymore because it's just really difficult to do it. Um, but I do like to go sit outside and just soak up nature. I know they laugh at me at work when I go to lunch. I go outside to take my lunch break. Um, I'll either go sit in my car, depending on how bad the weather is, or I've got a little step stool at work that I keep under my desk, and I'll haul it with me outside, and I'll go sit up behind the bushes under the trees next to the building, and it kind of hides me from view from everyone, and I can just sit, eat my lunch, you know, just kind of chill out. Squirrels come and talk to me, it's kind of fun. We got all kinds of wildlife at work. So try that. So I'm going to let y'all go. We've been here for an hour and 38 minutes. Oh my God. I did not mean to keep y'all this long. And I just heard the oven beep, which means my lunch is ready. Yay, I can eat. So thank y'all very much for coming and hanging out with me today. I really appreciate it. Come back tonight if you're not busy. Mel's going to be visiting me on my channel, and we might get Arthur to come on with us. I'm waiting to hear back. And I got more stuff planned out next couple of days. Colleen the Cool Crown and Cleo the Seer will be on Friday night with me. And we got Christmas Day, Christmas afternoon, like around 4 o'clock, I think is when I was planning it. 4 o'clock Central Time. I'm going to do a live stream. What did Santa bring you? And anybody and everybody's welcome to come in. I'll put the link in the chat. And if somebody wants to pop in for 5 minutes and say, oh, Santa brought me a new Jaguar, or, oh, I got a bag of rocks because I was bad this year. I mean, whatever, just a time to share, little Christmas cheer. So thank y'all very much for being here. Thank you for spending your time with me. I do appreciate it. Please make sure you hit that thumbs up button, share and subscribe. After the show, go in and leave a comment in the comment section, even if it's just an emoji. It helps boost the algorithm, which helps push the show out for more people to see it. And that's not because my ego is I want more people to watch. It's because hopefully there's people out there that are looking for what we talked about today and they don't know where to find it. And if we get boosted enough and it gets pushed out there, then that person may come across this video and watch it and be like, that's exactly what I needed to hear. You never know. So, y'all have a great day. Hopefully, I'll see you back tonight. And have a very Merry Christmas if I don't see you before. Christmas Day is what, Monday? What day is it on? It's Monday, yeah. A week from Monday. Oh no, next Monday. My God, it's next Monday. Jesus. Okay, I just freaked myself out. Y'all have a great afternoon. Thank you very much for hanging out with me. I appreciate it. And we will see everybody. I'll be back tonight, so come back and join me. And I will see y'all soon. Bye for now.